Well, hey there, family. How are you doing today? Hoop Group family. I'm Eve with the baby's booty, and let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, throw a purple heart in the chat. I can't even talk straight because I'm excited about what we about to do tonight. I am so super excited. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to have everyone here with us tonight. Welcome to the Baby's Booty. And here at the Baby's Booty, we participate in all kind of crafts, y'all. There's barely any crafting in regards to garment decor that we don't touch. And that's the really cool thing about what we do here. We're empowering folks to make money off of crafting if you want to. Now, if you just want to craft just to have fun, we ain't finna stop your fun, boo-boo. Not at all. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tonight is super exciting. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this at all. You guys know we rang the bell last week for the new Graphtech, okay? And then on top of that, I've been spending some time blinging out the Graphtech. Don't let me show y'all me bling. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me get this picture up so that y'all can see the bling we done to the Graphtech. Where is it? Hold on. I need y'all to see this because I'm actually pretty stoked about what I did to it. All right, where is it at? Let's see. Let's share screen. Check this out. Check it out. Boom. What you think? Look at that. I done blinged it out. And right here in the on the main at the top up under Graphtech, I intend to put the baby's booty name up there somewhere. I'm so super excited, and I'm gonna put it in bling some kind of which way. I need some bling anything or something. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I used rhinestone sheets, adhesive rhinestone sheets to do this because I felt like that was the easiest way to get it done and the fastest because your girl I don't have much time to play. So I had to do this real quick. So to sit there and bling it by hand wasn't gonna happen. All right. So that's what we did. And so you guys know we have the Graphtech, and I have been learning how to use the Graphtech. Okay. And it's been a learning curve. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's something that we're gonna talk about tonight, as well as we do the pros and the cons of all of the machines, because you guys know I have Prince up there and I have Picasso down here. And so we're going to go head to head with these cutters. You might have seen it done before. Have you seen all three done it before? We might even throw in 4 and put the Cricut Joy in there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes as the night goes along. But I'm excited about that. We'll get into all of the nuances of all 3 here in a moment. But first and foremost, I would like to say welcome to the folks who took time out of their busy schedule to come and hang out with us tonight. Normally, Andrea T said she thought it would be purple. I started out with the purple adhesive rhinestone sheets because I do have some, and I was like, it's just, I need the bling to hit a little bit harder. And it's just something about Crystal AB that it's just the perfect finish to that Graphtech. Alrighty, so normally we go through and we say hey to everybody in the list. I definitely want to give a super special shout out to those who are members of our channel, because without you guys, for sure, we wouldn't have a channel. Those who have supported from day one. I'm going to go down the list a little bit, but I'm going to have to cut it short because we have got to get in on this special showing of how we gonna get these things to go head to head. And the reason why is because we got to set each one of them up. I was going to do all 3 at one time. I thought that would be kind of unfair. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to humiliate any cutting machines in my studio. Okay. We want to give everyone a fair shake. So we're going to have to do one at a time. But that's anyways. Shirley Dabney, who is a Hoop Group member, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Creations by Aisha. Hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. We also have Tanyu. Hey, Tanyu, how are you? Baby Giant Service. Oh, Tanyu, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Baby Giant Services LLC. We got hi Sheila Cushionberry. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got So Crafty, who is also a lovely YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Hey, honey. Anita Omer, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you joining us. We have craftable things, as if I did not just finish spending 5 hours with that woman. She even took the time to be in here with us tonight, and I appreciate it. Craftable Things, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well, and thank you for joining us this evening. Robin Cornish Spencer, Gina Goins, and DTC Queens, welcome. Thank you for joining us. EJ's daughter, thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss 143 is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Sherelle Green, welcome. Knick Knack Nurse, hey, welcome, Honey Bunny, welcome. Bonita Neely, welcome. Miss Viola Floyd is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Lita Nelson is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss JB is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Kirsten Craftfully Me Jordan is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Sharon Davenport's a YouTube Hoop Group member. Awesome sauce. Love each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for the support of our channel. To Be Young, Gifted, and Black is in the house. Welcome. We have Sonia Roman Perez. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Viola Floyd, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member if I hadn't said it already. D. Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Sharon Davenport, yes, thank you for being for a year. We're going to ring the bell for that year. Holler! Oh, let's move the bling. Holler! Yes, honey. Congratulations on your year if I haven't seen it already. Andrea T is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you as well. Diana Henderson, welcome. Thank you. Miss Dimps. Hey, Dimps Designs, Honey Bunny. Welcome. Always a pleasure. Samantha Taylor, always a pleasure. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Pamela Bradley White, the Quilting Queen. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Up Designs. Hello, honey. Welcome. Sonia Siegler. Hey, honey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Make It With Marilyn is back from hanging with the Bears. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Embroidery Diva in the house. Hey, Nene. Welcome. It was nice meeting you. Patricia Smart, Paula D, welcome. Chris Smith Calabo, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. You Gotta Be Kitten, welcome. Jolie Everhart, welcome. Nancy Holmes, Emma King, PJ Harper, Sandra, aka Sassy Queen, Robin Bryant, Emmeline D, Tracy Murray, the Murray Effects, welcome. I'm gonna have to cut it off right there. I apologize. I love all of you. Thank all of you. And we even got A-Dub in the house. Oh my gosh, that's an honor. Mr. Bling King himself, welcome. Thank you for joining us. The best Uni. Hey, Uni, honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I said I was going to cut it off, but I can't help it. Let's see. Who else we got in the house? Come on, fam. Jamie M is a new member. Holla! Yes, honey. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a new member of the Hoop Group. You guys, this is going to be an awesome show. I appreciate all of y'all for hanging out with us. Super excited. All right. So I kind of want to start with the Graphtech, because that one you guys are probably not as familiar with, because on the channel, when we're cutting out rhinestone templates and we're doing rhinestone designs, for the most part, we generally use either the Cricut or we use the Silhouette Cameo. Okay. Now, no matter which one of these three machines I choose to use for me, because Miss Patrice of Craftable Things has taught me how to make rhinestone designs. As a matter of fact, we just finished a rhinestone designing class tonight, y'all. It was 5 hours that was power packed, full of learning how to do rhinestone designs and how to make money off of your rhinestones and your rhinestone designs. Our next class is going to be probably about a month away, but for now, you missed a really good class if you didn't sign up. At any rate, she taught me how to do it. And so for the most part, when I'm dealing with rhinestone designs, I tend to gravitate towards Silhouette Design Studio. Now, granted, with the Graphtech, one of the things that people may not be familiar with the Graphtech is that it needs a special software driver, so to speak, program to push the designs from off of whatever software program it is that you're using onto the Graphtech machine, right? And because of that, that driver integration can only work with certain software programs. So, like for instance, I design in Silhouette Studio, but I can't take that design and say print and it or cut, send it to the Graphtech. All right, because that's not the machine that's connected to the Silhouette Studio. And of course, the drivers aren't compatible for me to do so. But of course, Silhouette Studio goes straight to the Silhouette. Likewise, you can't send it from Silhouette Studio to Cricut because Cricut only operates off of Cricut Design Space. Okay, so common limitations that we already know about, right? But the thing is, whenever I'm designing in Silhouette Studio, I can still save it as an SVG file, which is a cut file, and send it over to whatever program it is that I'm using to push designs over to the Graphtech. So as it stands, I'm familiar with Adobe Illustrator is one program that the driver integrates with that I can send designs from Adobe Illustrator directly to the Graphtech. There's also Corel Draw that I can create designs in or import SVGs into and push it over to the Graphtech. And then there is also Graphtech's program. Right now, the name of the program escapes me, but they have their own program where I can import designs and send them over to the Graphtech. Okay. So for me, I've tried Illustrator, I've tried Corel, haven't tried their software program yet. So I'm not going to comment on that program at all. But for me, the easiest program I found to use was Corel. So I have taken to using Corel Draw to send my designs over to the Graphtech. So I just import a design into Corel Draw. So that's what we're going to open up tonight. And I'm going to show you what all that involves in trying to get a rhinestone design to cut out. Now, in doing so, we're eventually going to have a giveaway because I'm going to cut out a design that I already have. It's available in our store. So if you go to thebabiesbooty.store, I have a trio of smiley faces that is available for sale right now, $1 a piece technically, on our website that you can purchase. So it's a set for $3. Okay. So let me go ahead and bring up the share screen and let you see what this process is going to entail. Let me make sure I'm not cut plot CM4. Thank you, Aliana T. I appreciate it. So it is cut plot CM4. Sure cuts a lot. I cannot send the design that I'm aware of to the Graphtech with sure cuts a lot either. So I'll have to check that out and see. But from what I understand, it's only the 3 programs that I can use. Okay. Now, I don't see any other questions. All right. If I missed one, let me know because Mr. McQuackins is otherwise occupied. We had my son stop by along with 2 of his friends, and they're in there having a discussion. So he's not available at the moment. So y'all pray for me because that's been my right hand. Like he been throwing questions up on the screen and stuff. Make sure I don't miss nothing. But my honey's not here right now, and it's okay. I don't mind. Andrea T, I did not. If you need a gang sheet, I don't know right now. If I'm not mistaken, Big Boy Prince sells DTF. If not, you can check out Pink's Teas and Things. She sells DTF, but I don't. So I wouldn't be able to help you with that at all, actually. So, and I haven't been on Facebook today and very little yesterday, so I would have missed the message. Alrighty, so let's go right here. And what we're going to do, this is Corel Draw. Actually, let me hit cancel. This is Corel Draw, and they trying to get me to spend more money. I'm not hearing it because I already have a version of Corel. I think it's the 2018 version of Corel. And what I did do was purchase Corel with a bundle program with the Rhinestone Wizard. Okay, so if you're familiar with the Rhinestone world, yes, I did purchase the Rhinestone Wizard, and I want to say it was something like 2 years ago, if not longer. And I even had another version that I bought some years even before that. But I had a different version of Corel at the time. So I went ahead and bought the bundle so that I could have a full version of Corel without paying a subscription. All right. So they're trying to get me to spend more money. So ignore that. There's a plus sign right here. I'm going to click that plus sign. And this is going to be a new document, so to speak, but a new workspace. Okay. And it's untitled. And right now we're going to say cutter race, because that's pretty much what this is going to wind up being for. And it says 12 by 12, but I'm going to do 12 by 24, basically the size of a Cricut cutting mat. And with the Graphtech, it's super cool. Even though, from what I understand, I can do it on the silhouette as well, but because my silhouette hasn't been cutting like I needed it to, I haven't tried it with the silhouette. But the Graphtech, I don't need a cutting mat to put my rhinestone flock on. So that's super awesome. Now, if you're interested in the settings that I use for the Graphtech, that's a beast of a whole nother level. Okay. Listen, Linda, listen. All right. So I said this, I think, last week, and I'm going to emphasize it again because it's important to, matter of fact, hold on. Time out. I need y'all, I need to, like my grandpa say, I need you to be eyeball to eyeball. Okay. I'm going to repeat what I mentioned last week because it's true. If you're looking to get the Graphtech, it's an excellent investment. Okay. And the reason why it's an excellent investment is if you are trying to operate a business, you, in most instances, are looking at production and making sure that you can produce for your business in a manner that is profitable for your business. Okay. Yes, you can be profitable with the silhouette. You can be profitable with a Cricut. I'm not saying you can't. But usually, when a person purchases equipment for a business, they want industrial quality equipment. I mean, that's the whole reason for the red line. That's the whole reason for Melco. That's the whole reason for your Tajimas, the multi-heads. You know, these are industrial embroidery machines. What makes them industrial? Okay, so when you're talking about an industrial machine, you're talking about heavy duty. It can run non-stop for hours at a time. It can crank out t-shirts and hats and hoodies. Whatever you throw at it, it'll chew it up and spit it out for lunch. Okay. There's no extra frills on these machines at all. There's no automatic threader on this one. I think it might be on the Melco. Not sure. But these machines are made to run and run hard. Okay. No sweat, no nothing. Okay. But there are commercial machines and home machines that are more for looks and more to be pretty and more to have a super fancy interface, and it does all these neat things, you know, to help make embroidery life easier and all of that jazz. You know, those are the home multi-needle machines. Those machines don't handle um uh structured hats. They're not made for structured hats. As a matter of fact, if you read the manual that comes with the hat attachment, it says not to use structured hats. Um, you know, and those are the things that customers want, and those are the things that, you know, companies want in bulk. Okay. So those home machines are not made for hardcore, non-stop sweatshop type of embroidery. Same principle applies with the Graphtech. Okay. The Graphtech is meant for you to throw as many of whatever vinyl, car wrap, rhinestone flock, whatever you can feed on that thing, that's what it's made for. And it's made to process it at as fast of a speed as it possibly can to get your business going and get your stuff crunk out so that you can make money as quickly as possible. That's what that machine is for. I say that because I've cut templates out back to back to back on this. Actually, not templates, it was labels. I was making labels for my business. And after running that machine for about 2-3 hours, that machine wants a break and it acts up and it cuts stuff crazy. Wires get crossed out the blue. You've been cutting this sheet of labels machine. What the heck is you doing, Picasso? Come on, fam. I need these labels and I needed them yesterday. Picasso ain't trying to hear it. Picasso is like, I'm done. You gonna give me a break. I need my smoke break. And I'm like, Picasso, you don't smoke. It's all right. Picasso wants a smoke break. So those machines are not made to run nonstop. Okay. So that's the reason why I did get the Graphtech, because I do run labels and I do cut out rhinestone flock. And so I want to be able to produce at a larger rate. The software sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, fam, come on. It's not pretty, but industrialism is not pretty. You go into any warehouse, it's not meant to be pretty. It's meant to be work. Okay, so that's what the deal is when it comes to learning about the Graphtech versus learning about the Silhouette and versus learning about the Cricut. Little FYI, Silhouette, Graphtech, basically the same company. All right. But the Graphtech is the industrial side of the company. Okay. All right. So now, knowing all of that, there's a large learning curve because you're having to go from learning Cricut, fancy, easy to use, even kids can come do it, to using a robust program made for an industrial setting that kids, you ain't supposed to have children in a sweatshop. Okay. This is for grown people, not for the kids. So it's not made to be super cute and fancy. And that's okay if that's what you want. All right. Not saying it's a wrong thing to have that. It's perfectly fine. Whatever works for you. I'm just explaining the differences between the two and why I chose to go ahead and get the Graphtech as opposed to several of the other a little bit larger cutting machines that are out there on the market. Okay. So going back to the interface that we're going to use, which is Corel Draw, in order to pull up the designs that I created. Again, I did smiley faces. Okay. So I'm going to import. That is not what I meant to click on. I don't know why I clicked that. Let's go back up here and we're going to import, and I'm going to go back to downloads and let me see if I can find it. Smiley. Let's go with Smiley Hollow. And the reason why I'm picking the Smiley Hollow design is because there's not a whole lot of designs here. As a matter of fact, if you purchase this design on my website, it'll show you right here, even though you can't really see it because when I designed this, it was on Silhouette with a dark background. Excuse me. Corel does not have a dark background, so I'd have to try and change the color of the letters. All right, but we got 104 of the yellow, we have 70 of the red, and we have 74 of the black. And so that's a total of 248 stones. So with us doing this test cut, what we're going to do, the reason why I chose that one is because it's a smaller amount of stones and we can get these done faster. Okay, that's the whole point. And then it's a smaller design, so it won't take long to cut it out. I'm trying not to keep y'all till midnight again. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this. Now, first thing I want to show you is with any of my designs, when you upload them into whatever cutting program it is that you decide to use, you need to make sure of the size. Okay. And then let's see. So if I'm going to grab this, I'm going to ungroup. So let me right click and see if I can find ungroup. Because like I said, I am still learning all of this, y'all. I really am. There we go. Ungroup objects. So now that that's ungrouped, I need to grab the smiley, which is right here. And now that I have the smiley face selected, I need to look at the size. So my width of the smiley says 3.91 up here in the size panel at the top of the page. Okay. So come down here to the bottom, it says 3.910 inches wide. So that's what that says. So I'm good. I know I'm great. I can delete this part now. I don't need it any longer. All right. Now, learning curve number 1. I want to show this so bad. I really do. But I know if I show it, it's going to get hung up. And I'm going to be really upset because it's going to take forever to go through it. But if I were to go ahead and send this to the cutter just like it is, it will pop up an error message. And that error message is going to say, I forget what the error message says, but, and I should remember it as many times as I've had to X out of it, but the message pops up and you have to click the OK button because it's telling you this is not acceptable for sending to the cutter machine, right? And it will pop up one message, just like porn. Not that I have any experience looking up porn, please understand that. But I have worked on people's computers who have gone to porn and they got that malware, you know, the one where it pops up all them pop. Hopefully you don't know nothing about this, but if you don't, I'm teaching you now. Back in the day when I used to do this, I don't know if it still does it now, but it would pull up all these pop-ups, back to back to back to back, super fast. All these pop-ups would flood up on the screen, and you can't do anything because the pop-ups are there. It's not quite that bad, but it will pop up the message. You click OK, the next message will pop up, click up OK. It will give a pop-up message. You got to click OK for that to go away. Then it'll immediately do the next one. It will do that for every single dot that is on this screen that I'm trying to send to the printer. So if I'm remembering what I just told y'all correctly, it was like 250 dots in this smiley face. I would sit there and have to hit enter 250 times before it would get to the printer machine. Why? I mean, the cutting machine. Why? Why is that, Graphtech? What the heck? And it took me forever to figure out what was wrong. Y'all know what was wrong? I had all of the dots grouped together. Graphtech don't like that. Graphtech is like, bruh, I told you I'm industrial. Why is you sending me this sissy file? I need the hardcore industrial file. And I was like, bruh, my bad. I didn't know. So if I take this file and then I go to ungroup all objects so that all of those dots are individualized and selected and send it to the cutting machine, then the Graphtech is happy. The Graphtech is happy now, y'all. So see, look, now all the individual dots are there. I should be able to move one dot. Let's see. Nope, it's still grouped. So I'm gonna have to ungroup that too. Let me undo move. And we're going to make sure everything, let's see. Yep, it's still grouped. So maybe it'll still work. I don't know. Hold on, because I'm gonna try it, y'all. Look, let's send this to the printer and I'm gonna see if it's going to, oh, it's not gonna send to the cutting machine yet because I don't have any flock on the cutting machine. So we gotta put flock on the cutting machine. But as soon as I do, hopefully it won't pop up that message because each one of those have to be separated. Whereas on the Cricut, that's a no. All of those dots need to be cemented together so that it doesn't bog down Cricut Design Space and you can cut it out with Cricut Design Space. All right. So that's why usually when you get these rhinestone designs from us anyways, our stuff is all welded together so that when you import it in the Cricut Design Space, you won't have any issues. All right. So that was learning curve number 25, I want to say. It's been a long learning lesson. I'm not going to lie to you. So at any rate, this is, do you think the different colors? No, it's not the different colors, Chris Smith, because God forbid it seemed like it would be one pop-up message for yellow, one pop-up message for black, and one pop-up message for red. No. I wish to God that was the case. My poor enter finger clicking on the enter key begs to differ. My pointing finger now is super strong after. And it got to the point where I was like, I realized all I had to do was hold down the enter key and it was just and close. It was a pain. It was a pain. So at any rate, but this is the thing. Now that I know how to fix it for the most part and not have to deal with that again. So let's see if we can get this cut out. I'm gonna have to put some flock on the machine and I'm gonna see if I can't get the camera to point. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it with my cell phone. I should be able to do that. Let's stop sharing. Let's go to invite. Let's copy that. And then let me grab a page. Yeah, stop sharing. And send this to myself so that I can get us on with the phone. And then y'all can see it because I got the tripod sitting right there. There we go. All right. Meanwhile, do you have any other questions, y'all? Because, and make sure I didn't forget anything or miss anything. If you have any questions, please put it right back up there, because I don't want to overlook your inquiry while I get my phone set up. And hopefully I won't echo, because y'all know how it goes when we're trying to connect a phone. But I want you to see me putting the stuff onto the Graphtech, okay? Because it's actually really cool, y'all. I've been having a ball. I don't cut out so much stuff. It's stupid. All right. And so what I'm going to do tonight is the templates that we cut, we'll just give them away at the end of the show. Let's mute. Let's do this as well. Let's make sure that works. Yes, that works. Okay. And then that's muted. That's turned down. Turn that all the way down. And make sure that we're good. How did that pop up automatically? I don't know. Y'all see my messy desk. Okay. So let's go over here. And here is the Graphtech. Haven't named it yet, even though something did just come to me. A name did just come to me. So I don't know. We may name it that. I don't know. And then there's the screen. See, it's telling me load media. It's telling me to put some flock onto the machine. Yes, I did cut out my alien. Oh, no, not my deuces guy. I have not cut that out. I have not cut that out yet. All right. And I cut on Tilly. So Tilly is on, even though I don't know why I cut Tilly on. Because I don't know that I'm going to press anything. All right. So here is the Graphtech. Let me grab a piece of flock. And I'm going to use this because I cut just this out earlier, or yesterday rather. But I'm going to use it from this side because I can. And line this up and tell it. Matter of fact, let's back this up so that you can see. This is, it's just, it measures the whole size of the sheet so it knows how long it is and all that jazz. So that's super cool. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to send that design again. Why is it leaning to the side? My camera is leaning sideways. Sorry. I'm going to fix it in a minute. My Graphtech is busting a lean. Okay. So let me go here. I'm going to tell it to launch. Oh, you know what? I should have showed y'all this part. Hold on. Share screen. Let's see if it's not too late. Okay, so I told it to go to cut plot and it didn't give me an error message. Yay! I'm so excited. So breaking it up into the individual dots, it keeps that message from popping up. I'm going to see if I can bring in a smaller example and show you what I mean about that popping up thing. And hopefully it not cause me duress and it make me pop messages for forever. Okay, so here's the design. There's a couple of things actually. You know what? Hold on. Let's do done. Hold on, because there's one thing I do want to do. Let me grab this and I'm gonna put a weed box around it because I am a huge fan of weed boxes. Okay. All right, so now let's go to launch and we'll go to cut plot 4. And it did the box, but it didn't do my smiley face. This is where, let's see if I can't get it to act up. Hold on. I'm gonna grab both of them and I'm going to, let's do group and I'm gonna see if that's what causes the problem. Now, if I do a bunch of pop-ups, y'all, my bad, but at least it's not pouring. So let's go to launch. Let's go CM4. See, this is the pop-up I was telling you about. Object doesn't support this property or method. So whenever I group a design together, this pops up. It doesn't like that at all. And when I click OK, look. See what I'm saying? So I had to click OK, but thank God it didn't do it for the box. In that instance, who is it? Chris Smith. It was because of the colors, because you saw it only popped up. What was that? 4 times it looked like. Whereas before, when I had a bunch of different designs held together, I was holding that enter key down one time. I know it was every bit of 5 minutes. I was so sad. But at any rate, Sharon Davenport, thank you so much for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much for the support of our channel. And if you have to go to bed, honey, you know I already know the deal. You have a good rest whenever you do. So here we've got our smiley face with the weed box around it. I'm going to go ahead and send this right on over to the Graphtech. And oh, real quick, let me show you as well. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You can change the position of where it's going to cut. You can change the orientation. Those are your normal things, yada, yada. But over here, this is super cool. You can add an automatic weed border to your design. You know how I just put that box there? Graphtech will do it for you. If I click on weed border, it'll weed it for me, which is super neat. I absolutely love that. And then I can isolate what colors I want it to cut. If I don't want to cut out the whole thing, like if I want to separate it and do it by color, which is normally how we cut, then I would come here and just select the colors that I want to cut and or don't want to cut. Okay, so that's neat. I like that too. But again, learning all of this, I'm not going to waste time separating them. I'm actually going to cut it all out as one. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for the silhouette and do the same thing for the Cricut. So both Cricut and silhouette. The other thing I'm going to do, let's see. No. This is what I'm going to do. All right. So the other thing I'm going to do is we are going to do a stopwatch. Okay. I did the Google timer so that we can see how long it takes for the Graphtech to cut it out. Okay. So the Graphtech, the camera is already on there and we're going to see how it goes. Okay. So it's not going to let me do that part, but I'm going to have to pop it back up. Okay. So let's go to send. And it says cutting. Hopefully it's gonna act right. And it's already cutting, y'all, and I ain't even get to hit the start button. I done missed some seconds. Can you see it cutting? Let's stop sharing the screen. So it's already cutting. I probably missed like 5 seconds or something. Oh, Sharon Deborah, how this? Okay, you have a good night. How wide is the Graphtech? Graphtech, I believe, is 18 inches wide. I'd have to pull that up and let you know, because girl, I didn't want the biggest one because I don't have room for that. I barely had room for what you see sitting right there. So let's go. I got it from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I bought it and super excited. Well, I didn't buy anything. Mr. McQuackins bought it for me because him loves his wife and he was tired of me struggling. So I got the 15 inches. It's 15 inches wide bundle, and I'll show you that here in a moment as well. Don't let me forget. So we're already at 58 seconds, 59, 1 minute, and it was just a smiley face with heart eyes and a mouth. That's the box going around it, and it's done. 1 minute, basically 10 seconds. I'll say we're gonna go a stretch and say 1 minute, 15 seconds. It's done. Let me show you the clock because I just stopped it. And don't forget, I didn't even hit start fast enough. So let's go back to share screen, entire screen, there, boom. 1 minute, 7 seconds, and I didn't even hit the stop fast enough. Okay, so we're going to reset. And like I said, it had already did 5 minutes, 5 seconds rather, of cutting before I realized what the heck was going on and had to hit go. Okay, so let's hit done. And let me show you the Graphtech. Let's see. This is the Graphtech bundle that Mr. McQuackins grabbed. And sorry, I was getting a phone call, making sure it wasn't Mr. McQuackins. So this is the one that is on Heat Transfer Warehouse. And the link for that is in the description below. Now they also have the cameos as well. Okay. And the link to the Cameo is in the description below as well. All right. So this is the smiley face. Let's take this down. Let's stop. Let's go back to the, how do I do this? Is it? Yep, that was it. Bloop. Matter of fact, let's just do this. Boop. All right. So let's go over here. Oh, who was that? Was that my daughter? Hi, daughter. Thank you so much for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you very, very much. And Sheila Cuffy. Hey, honey bunny. Welcome. Not enough for starving. Thank you very much for super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. The logo zone says they have 2. Nice. All right. So 1 minute. 1 minute. And this is the other thing that I absolutely love with this machine that I have not been able to get to perform out of the Cricut nor the Silhouette. Let me show you that here in a moment. Hopefully it's the right way. Yep. This is an SS6 size rhinestone design. Okay. This is SS6. And I cannot get clean circles off of an SS6 on the Cricut for nothing. Okay, nothing. I just can't. All right, so let me grab the back side of this, and what we're going to do is slap this sucker, bloop, just like that, onto the back side of rhinestone flock paper. Peel it off, and there's most of the rest of the holes, and I'm going to pick the rest off myself by hand. But for now, that was the Graphtech. Okay, Graphtech, what did we say? 1 minute and 1 minute 15 seconds. Okay, so let's spin around. Dun, 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 and we'll go to the Cameo. Now I will tell you ahead of time, with the Cameo, I have not lately. Now I could in the past, but I have not lately been able to get the Cameo. Let's straighten this thing out, child. Why is everything busting a lean? That's crazy to me. I haven't been able to get the Cameo to cut without cutting in ovals for some reason. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna run this test anyway. All right. So, in running this test anyway, let us go over to the cutting table, because here's the other thing. Where is it? Face cam. Boom. There we go. Here's the other thing about doing the Graphtech versus doing the Cricut or the Cameo. I have to cut the rhinestone flock for the well, let me take that back. I was told I can cut rhinestone flock without the mat. All right, for the Cameo, but I have yet to be able to get that to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece. Let me make sure I haven't cut anything on this. I don't know if I have or not. I don't think so, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to start on this end, and let me get a mat to put this on. Now I am over here across the room, so I can't see the chat, so I apologize if I miss something. Actually, I can see the chat. What am I talking about? All right, so let me get a mat. And yes, I am being extra, my dear. My daughter is in here. Oh, is both daughters in here? Oh, Lord. Y'all about to see a sibling fight. Okay, so let's put this on the mat. Alrighty. And I put my templates, my rhinestone flock on with the backing. That's just me. All right, and so let's go ahead and put this onto the Silhouette. So at least it's on the machine and it's ready to go whenever I get this design loaded into the yes, him is girl. With it when I'm ready to do the thing. Okay, so let's go back to my screen. Entire screen, let's share. All right, and so this again, this is Corel. I'm done with Corel, so I'm gonna close this out, and now I'm going to pull up Silhouette Studio, because we are going to work with the Cameo 4. And like I mentioned, the Cameo 4 is an awesome machine. It is also under the same umbrella as the Graphtech, same company. It's just one is industrial and one is the home machine. Okay. So we finally got this loaded. Let us merge in the smiley face. So let's go to downloads. Let me go back up because I was doing something in here earlier, which was way further down. And it's down here. So here we go, smiley. And bring that right on over into Silhouette. Now with Silhouette, because as I mentioned, the Silhouette and the Graphtech are pretty much the same company. I can't, Silhouette is so powerful of a program that I can break apart this design. I can break it apart and I can bring it in as individual dots into Silhouette and cut it out. It can handle it. It can handle loading that. Whereas Cricut, not so much. I mean, it probably could with this design because it's a smaller design, but with the Cameo, I can break this apart. All right. So first things first, I'm going to check this smiley to make sure that it is 3.91 inches wide. So let's select it. 3.91 inches wide. That's absolutely correct, as you see right here. So this is good. I can delete that. I don't need it anymore. All right. So we can send this to the Silhouette just like this. Boop, it's ready to go. So let's click on send. And I'm going to say cut. So everything will cut out. Let us move it to let's move it to here. All right. And then let's go to send. Oh, wait a minute. I did the wrong setting, y'all. But at this point, that's not what's important. Let's go to the thing and set the thing. And I missed some settings. I was supposed to put it on rhinestone flock setting. It's on sticker right now. So hopefully it won't cut too long. All righty. So the Graphtech is loud. Oh, no. Graphtech is not loud. No, it is not. Not at all. And I wish I had a thought to put the speaker over there so that you could hear it. Okay, cheaters never prosper. Y'all so silly. So yes, this is the, with my 3, I can't get it to cut without a mat either. I haven't tried. So I like the weeding box. Yes, the weeding box makes it much easier. And as you see, I forgot to do the weeding box around this. So I'm going to do a cheat. All right, y'all, we're at a minute already, a minute and 2 seconds. And remember the other one, I even rounded up to a minute 15. So let's see. It is really nice, but it only cuts between the pinch rollers. From what I understand, it can go outside of pinch rollers. Hey, Board Cure Sewing and Crafts, give Mello a hug for me. Yes, Rebecca, this is a new machine. The Graphtech is. The logo zone says I have 2. I know that's right. You make you want to make money, and the more you have, the more workers you got working for you. Oh yeah, no, Andrea T. She don't speak Japanese. Tokyo, hey honey bunny, love you, baby. I hope to get to see you in the morning. If not, then I understand. How's my son? So we're at 2 minutes already, you guys. And like I said, I put the setting on the wrong flock setting, but I don't know. We'll see if it cuts out anyway. AJ, crazy thing is both of them is grown heifers. So, you know, they still crazy. Hey, Debbie D. She know my song. Where is the love you said was mine, oh mine, till the end of time? I can't sing, so let me shut up. Hey, Lynn, how are you? We still cutting, y'all. 2 minutes, 36 seconds, which we kind of already knew. And the sad thing is, y'all, I don't even have the Graphtech on full speed. Let me tell y'all what the speed is on the Graphtech, and I'll have to show it to you. We'll let this cut. Oh, wait a minute, you ain't gonna be able to see it. Hold on. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. The Graphtech speed is on 30. I can go, I know, up to 60 something. Not pox. Who said you had pox? If so, that sucks. You better get that checked. No, for sure. It's still cutting. Now, the cool thing about the Cricut, though, and that is above even the Graphtech or the Silhouette, I can tell how far along I am. It tells me what the percentage of being done. Up 3 minutes, 34 seconds. 3 minutes, 34 seconds for the Silhouette. Now, if I want to, like over here, let's go back to this. And you remember, I didn't have a weed box right here. So let's go to design. And I'm going to go ahead and add a weed box because I don't want to waste my flock right up there and have to cut it. I don't want to cut it. I'm being lazy. So let's go back to send. And what I'm going to do is, let me move this, and I'm going to grab all of this, and I'm going to say no cut. But I'm going to take this back up here so that it'll be up here where it was. Actually, let's make that a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Boop. And now let's go to send. And I'm just going to tell it just to cut that. All right. So where is it? Is it at the beginning? It went back to the beginning, right? Yes, it did. So let's hit send. And I'm going to tell it to cut that. It still may not cut all the way through now I think about it because it's on sticker paper. But that sticker paper is kind of heavy-handed. So, all right. There's the box. Okay. So let's take this off. And let's stop screen sharing. And we're going to go back to the table. And like I said, it may not have cut all the way through because, like I said, I forgot to change the settings on it to rhinestone flock. Okay. So let us see if it cut. It probably did not. But I do see the circles right here. So it scratched the surface at least. Yeah, no, it didn't even cut nothing. Let's see. It didn't cut anything at all. Nope. It barely scratched the surface. I know you ain't really gonna be able to see that. See, you can kind of sort of see circles. So it's no worries. That wasn't the point. The point is to see how long it took to cut. But I was gonna give the template away. So what I'll probably do is cut it again, but use the right settings, and then that way whomever was going to get it will be able to get it. All right, so for the time being, though, we're going to switch to Cricut just to see the time frame for the Cricut to cut out. Because like I said, that's what we're doing. We're trying to just get a good idea of the time frame it takes for each one of these machines to cut the exact same template out. Now, this is Cricut. So will the Cricut be faster than the Silhouette? $1 million question, right? So let us get our tripod to come up even higher because that's Prince and we want Prince to cut next. Okay, so let me put my feet out on my tripod. Sorry for spinning y'all round, right round, baby, round, like a record, baby. Right round. Okay, and then let's move this up. Oh, hang on. Let me get this to come. There we go. It got stuck. It's been so long since I used that part. All right. So here is Prince. All right. So let's get Prince set up on Cricut Design Space. And again, how do you set your heat press for blinging on polyester and spandex? Sylvia, I'll get a sample of the fabric some kind of which way and test that first. That's the most important thing because you don't want your temperature to be too low on, oh, you know what? Do I want to save channel? Let me hit cancel because I do eventually want to cut that out. All right, so let's grab Cricut Design Space. So my main concern would be burning my material. And so I would see what's the lowest temperature and the lowest pressure I could go on that type of material. It causes those, press marks, because that's what you don't want. I don't put bling on spandex, but I have put bling on polyester. So it's going to be based on the fabric for me anyways. Let's go to upload. Let's upload images. Let's browse. And we're going to go back to our downloads. And we're going to go back to that same smiley face. Then let's open it. And it's going to pop right up because we've already joined everything together to make it easy. Now, the downside to Cricut Design Space is a lot of times whenever a design is brought over into Cricut Design Space, it'll resize it. It won't bring it in at the right size. And that's probably what's going to happen here. So let me show you how to fix that. So I clicked on upload it and we're going to add it to Canvas. All right. And as we see, it is definitely the wrong size. So I'm going to click off of it. I'm going to click. Actually, I'm not going to click off on it. Hold on. Let's go up here to ungroup because everything is grouped together. Now let's click off and now let's click the smiley face and it's by itself now. And it says it should be 3.910 inches wide. My smiley face is not 3.0, it's 2.655. So let's change that. So 3.910 inches wide. Make sure your padlock is locked and hit the enter key. Once you do so, this is the right size for our smiley face. Okay, so I'm going to grab this now that I'm done with it and hit delete. It's gone. So all of this is still joined together. Ordinarily, what I would do is put a bounding box around each individual color. But like I told you, I want it all to cut out at the same time. So we're going to do this. We're going to grab that and I'm going to attach it. So that's going to turn everything the same color. And now let's get us a shape going. I need a square. I like sharp corners. I like sharp corners and I can't deny. Okay, so and then let's grab this out and I'm going to grab all of it and I cannot slice. Hold on. That's because it's attached. I want to weld. That's what I want to do. Hold on. So let's back up. Take that square off. Take that off. Take that off. Now, sorry. Weld. Because I want this to work. Oh, shoot. These fools don't say weld no more. They say unite. Where'd that come from? All right. So all of it is together now. So now let's grab us a square. It used to be weld. Huh. I guess unite does sound better. All right, so I'm going to send this to the back so that I can see it better. Hold on. Whoops. Come on. Arrange, send backwards. Okay, so let's go here. Bring this down. Bring that up. Bring that over. Bring that over. And I'm actually going to attach this. I'm not going to slice it. I'm going to attach because I want all of it to cut out. You can still see the eyes and smiley face and stuff, but it's going to cut a square around it. And let's go to make it. All right, I'm going to cut it on the mat. I'm going to confirm. This time, I'm going to make sure I use the right material for our machine. So let's hit continue. And then on my Cricut Maker, I like to use heavy cardstock as my settings for cutting rhinestone flock. I love heavy cardstock. It works great for me. And now I'm going to do more pressure instead of the default pressure. I want just a little bit more pressure. Okay. And now let's go ahead and load the mat into prints. Okay. And I'm using the same flock that I just used on the silhouette, but I turned it to another corner so it wouldn't overcut the same thing that it already cut. So that's what we're going to do. Hang on. Let's go to prints and let's put the mat on here. And I got my, whoops, I thought my mat was going to fall face down. I got my timer set off to the side. So let's bring it in. Alrighty, and so now that that's set, it's going to switch on the Cricut design space and tell me to press go. Let me pull up my stopwatch so that I can get to it faster this time and have a more accurate stopwatch. Let's reset it. Bloop. All right, and let's hit the go button on prints. All right, so it had to do the same thing that it does on Graphtech. Pull in the fabric, pull it back out, measure everything. It's finalizing the thing. I don't know why it's taking so long. It normally doesn't take that long. And now it's getting ready to cut. But like I said, at least with the Cricut, it will show me the percentage of how fast it's going. I absolutely love that. Yes, I can print stickers. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, on good quality thick paper, I definitely can. So let's see. You're late. No, you're not late. You're good. We're fine. 5 minutes to cut on the Cricut. Apple says, who wants to guess how long it's going to take to cut? So the silhouette was, what was it, 3 minutes? How long you think it's going to take on the Cricut? The Graphtech was 1 minute and 15 seconds. How long you think it's going to take? Throw in your guess in the chat. And you know what? Whoever is the closest without going over wins this template that's being cut right now. So throw your guess in the chat. Angela, 7 minutes. Oh, Lord, you know what? I can't do that then because too many people may guess the same time. So we'll just ring the bell for the winners. We'll have to do it that way. Sorry. We'll have to do it that way because I forgot. Too many people can guess the same time at the same time. Put $100 on 8.5 minutes. Yeah, right. Right. That's funny. 3 minutes, 19 seconds, says Lakeisha Monique. Oh, you said 3 minutes, 19 seconds was how long it took the other. We're at 35% and 2 minutes. So that's not bad, y'all. That's not bad at all, actually. 20 minutes, hands down, Breezy Custom. Breezy, come on, fam. Have some faith in Prince. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is also an SS6 template. So just to let you know, this is an SS6 template. So, keep in mind you have to have some SS6 stones to cut, to go into the template. But aside from that, I'm going to put these on the cutting mats and send them out to the people who win them when we do the giveaway later in the show. But we're at 2 minutes, 48 seconds, and we're halfway through. So we're looking closer to that 6 minute mark, y'all. Wow. So someone asked the question earlier about save money to get the Graphtech or go ahead and purchase a more affordable cutter. And so in that instance, I'm going to suggest to you it depends. And what that's going to be contingent on is what are you using the cutter for? Are you doing a legit business where you are cranking out whatever it is that you're cutting, that you're cranking it out and you need it to crank out immediately? You don't need any hesitation, any wait, and you're doing a lot of heavy duty work. If you're doing it on that level, save up for the Graphtech. If you're doing like a cutting job here, cutting job there, you might crank out 10 cutting jobs a day. You might crank out, I'll even say 20 a day. Then you can get away with the Silhouette or you can get away with the Cricut because those can handle that type of quantity. Even like for me doing my label sheets, my print and cut labels on my Silhouette, even with that, I still can crank out probably about 25 sheets back to back to back to back to back without stopping because what I'll do is I have two mats set off to the side. While one mat is loaded, I already have the second mat sitting and waiting with the label sheet paper on it. And then once that one's done, all I do is slide the next mat on, hit go over here on the computer. And then while that one is processing, I pull the paper off the first one, put the next one on, and then I weed out my labels. So it's like, you know, that's the process that I do. And I can get a good 25 before the silhouette acts up again. We're at 4 minutes, 58 seconds. How much is that machine? Which one, my dear? The Graphtech or the silhouette or the Prince? Prince is a Cricut Maker. He's not the Cricut Maker 3. What Graphtech you think is good to do stickers? All of the Graphtechs. I mean, they got the 18-inch and the 24-inch. I have 22-inch. I have to look and see what that size is. We're almost done, y'all. We getting down to the wire. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Who was close? Who was close? Where we at? 5 minutes, 34, 100%, 536, 37, 38, 39 is still cutting, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Oh, it's still cutting. Yes, Graphtech can print and cut. The Graphtech does not print. The Graphtech does not print, but you can print on a printer and then put it on the Graphtech. All right, 6 minutes flat. Did y'all see that? 6 minutes flat is what it was to cut that out. So if you said 6 minutes, holler! Who said 6 minutes? Holler! Yes, honey. Yeah. So if you said 6 minutes, put a thumbs up in the chat because you are a winner. All right, so let's go ahead and take this off and we'll go to the cutting table because this is me. This is not the cutting table. And we will weed this and get it put onto a mat so that you can have this as something to take home. So let's take this off and come over to the cutting table. And let's take a look at the cutout, because you remember I told you when I was over there at the Graphtech, I was having issues getting the Cricut to cut SS6 template cleanly, and that's been a problem. So let's see if it cut clean. There, most of them did not come off at all, and you saw how easy it was for the other. Now I very well could increase my settings possibly to get it to cut better, but let's get a let's see, let's get something that I can use. Let's use this only because of the weight. And let's pull this off. I knew that was gonna be too sticky. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I told myself when I felt the look at there. Ah, I'm gonna have to cut this again for y'all, for whoever it is that gets this. This surface of this paper is too much. Look, this is why I don't like to put, now it's going to do the same thing as what I'm getting ready to tell you. This is not the same thing, but it's going to do the same thing. If you put a template onto the mat with the white backing off and your mat is too sticky, it can stretch and rip your template. See how it's stretching it and ripping it? Stretching it. I told myself not to put it on here. So yeah, this is tearing. Look, it's tore my template because it's too sticky on this surface. I shouldn't have used this paper, but so I will cut out a few templates actually on the Graphtech, since it only took 1 minute and 7 seconds as opposed to 6 minutes over here on the Cricut and 3 minutes on the Silhouette. There we go. I should not have used this paper, y'all. Boom. Okay, so that was tragic. It really was. It would have been worse for me to stand here and pick out all them holes, though. So there's that. I'm not going to give this one away. I'm going to put this one in the trash because it's torn and everything. But there we go. You want a shirt with purple bells that say holler? We'll see about doing that for you, my dear. Might make you come and do it yourself. So here it is, y'all. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Dougie, pressure on. On. Okay, let's change the camera over to moi. Bloop. And I'm back, y'all. So what you think? Weigh in. I want to know what you think. What do you think about the idea of having an industrial cutter machine, the Graphtech, which is much faster, easier, and you can crank out job after job after job. The thing is, though, as I was mentioning earlier to the person who asked about whether to spring for the Graphtech or use a more affordable home cutting machine, what type of work are you doing? If you're not cranking out multiple jobs, multiple large quantity jobs, then that may not be the right cutting machine for you. And I definitely don't want to encourage you guys to be out here spending $1,300. That's what it was when we looked at it on Heat Transfer Warehouse. Let's go back to it because I did say that I would show it. Someone asked, and I'm glad I thought about it because I would have forgotten. So here is the Cameo. That's $329. You can't see that at all. I just realized that. Let's share screen. Hold on. Share screen. I'm sitting here thinking y'all can see my screen. So Prince is saying that's what it sounds like when doves cry. I know, right? I'm still going to use Prince. Don't get it twisted. Prince still has a very special place in my heart. But notice the Silhouette Cameo for $329. This is Heat Transfer Warehouse. The link is in the description below if you're interested in getting a Cameo 4. Or let's scroll down. See, here is the Graphtech CE7000 24-inch cutting machine. Look, that's $18.95. So 24 inches of super fastness. Or this is what I got, which is the CE7000 15-inch for $13.95. So $13.95 as opposed to $18.95. 500 extra dollars for 24 inches versus 15 inches for the Graphtech. Okay. And they also have the Romeo, and they also have many other colors, the Juliet, so you can get, they also have the brother. But you guys, that Graphtech is made for industrial. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. Look, they also have the Graphtech 30-inch. They also have the Graphtech 54-inch. So if size matters to you, you can go to Heat Transfer Warehouse and get the size that you need. But I only needed the little 15-inch because it's my, oh gosh, they even have a 64-inch, y'all. Ooh, be still my beating heart. Anyways, so you do have 15 inches, which is Cricut and Silhouette are 12 inches. So you get 3 extra inches of cutting power, which is more than sufficient for me. Because 15 was great. That's what I needed in order to get work done. All right. But again, weigh in, and I'm going to check and read your comments. Give me one sec. Let's pop this down and let's see what's been said. Is the Graphtech similar to the US cutter, Diana? It is, but the US cutter, Graphtech has, heavy duty name behind it, and it's a very robust machine. Now, saying all that to say, I've only seen one US cutter in action myself personally, and the person who had it used it, and he used it very well to the best of his ability, and he used it in a business setting. So I'm not going to say don't get a US cutter because it is considered more of an industrial machine than the home machines back there. So US cutter could be an option as well, but I have never used one. And so I can't comment on how well it works or doesn't work. But I do know several people who have it. And then Dee Dee said, boy, Prince is mad. Look at him. My bad. Let's see. Saving for the Graphtech is let's see, that would be cute merch for the baby's booty. What would be cute merch? I think hubby made the perfect choice. Chris Smith says time is money. Time is money in a lot of instances. Tianda, I think I need a Graphtech. Gigi's, I like the speed, just getting the software to learn. Yes. Miss 143 says I'm sold. Jacqueline's on. I may get a Graphtech later on. Sonia, I want one. Kevin says, yeah, if I had the volume, then I might consider it. If I had the volume, then I might consider Graphtech. Yes. Sheila Cushionberry, time is money, but I don't have the money to save me time. I understand that too. Nor did I, which is where Mr. McQuackins came into play. AJ, the Graphtech is awesome. I was considering it, but purchased the Cameo 3, but that was in 2014. It's still cutting nicely, especially since I changed the blade to the CB09. That's good because the Graphtech, the CB09 blade is what's in that Graphtech, and it cuts beautifully like butter, and it is a long-lasting blade. Like, well, you can't see it because the tripod is in the way. But in the last, because of the labels I've been cutting, now this is sticker labels, not anything heavy duty at all. Because of the labels I've been cutting, I've had to change the blade twice in the last 3 months. So I need blades that are going to last. So Lynn says, I will save up for when I'm making good money to get a Graphtech and just stay with my maker. Apple says, yes, but I don't do enough to projects to buy one. And that's perfectly understandable. That's perfectly fine. I'm not in here telling y'all you're wrong for not getting a Graphtech. I'm just showing you the option that's out there and how well it can and can't work for you. Lakeisha says, I'm on the fence right now which one to get, the Cricut Maker 3 or the Romeo. The Graphtech is going to have to wait. And that price tag is a pretty hefty price tag. However, Heat Transfer Warehouse does have Klarna that you can use. Dee, I haven't seen the shirt yet, my dear. I'll have to look and see. Diana has a US cutter. Do you like your US cutter? Weigh in, Diana. I would love to know. Latricia says, I love the speed on it. I think it would be great for testing rhinestone templates. Yes, honey, that's the plan. Nene has a US cutter as well, but can't get it to communicate with the computer program. Oh no, we need to get that to work. A step up for me from the Cricut was the Romeo for now. I like the Graphtech, but production doesn't warrant it for now. And again, that's what I'm saying. It definitely makes a difference. Baby Giant Services says, I have the CE4000, CE6000 40 plus. And yes, ma'am, a learning curve is putting it nicely. Yes. Where do you get the CB9 blade? I want to know. I want to think these folks sell it. I'm not sure. Because I actually ended up ordering another CB9 blade and another blade holder from Graphtech directly to make sure that I ordered the right thing, because they do have blades on Amazon. Actually, you can get CB9, CB09 blades. Now, whether they're authentic or whatever the case may be, I don't know, or long lasting, I don't know, but they do have them on Amazon. But that's not where I got mine. I got mine from Graphtech directly because I wanted another holder so that I could set one for rhinestone flock and the other one for everything else that I may need to cut out. Graphtech will be an awesome addition to your business. Excellent choice. Thank you. I've been using the heck out of it. I'll tell you that. Klarna to the rescue. Right. In my opinion, I will get the 24-inch for $500 more because I have a 24-inch printer. Perfect companion, Avery Head. Perfect pairing. Excellent, because you can print and cut with the Graphtech. I loved finding that out. You can print and cut, and you can get designs, whatever, like labels, or what were they doing? They were doing signs, all kind of stuff on their website. So yes, y'all, thank you. I want information on how you make your clothing labels. Can you do a video? I don't do. Are you talking about No, okay. So there's a couple of clothing labels that I did do. One was DTF, and so all I did was go on to Etsy, I want to say, and get a template for doing the clothing label in all the sizes, and I added my logo. that was DTF. But otherwise, the fabric clothing labels, I didn't make one. I did have a video, I think, showing how you can make labels with ribbon and sublimating on a ribbon and then using the ribbon as labels, but it's almost more affordable to just buy them from someone who makes clothing labels in bulk and save time and energy in a way, honestly. Let's see. So you guys, do you think Cricut will do a bigger cutter soon? Dee, I mean, they see the trend and how things are going, but if they're able to make zillions off of the size that they already have, don't know that they will. But I will say this, the Cricut Maker 3 does have a 13-inch cut path, as opposed to the regular Cricuts, the other Cricut Maker. Everything except for the Cricut Joy, of course, is 12 inches. So they do have one that cuts 13 inches if you're interested in a little bit bigger. All right, so Gail says, I do like the Graphtech. I did invest into the sawgrass for my SG1000 for my sublimation business. I need to learn how to bling first, then how to sell them before investing in another machine. You got to have a strategy. You got to have that strategy to make money. All right, so what we're going to do now, you guys, which I think is going to be super fun as well. I was going to cut out another template on the silhouette, but I happened to remember my silhouette was cutting in ovals. So we don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is pull back up Corel. All right. And what we're going to do on Corel is we are going to cut out a job with several rhinestone templates on it. All right, so let's go to File. Let's go to Import. And I'm going to go back to the smiley face. And we're going to do, I'm going to do Smiley Hollow. I'm going to still do Smiley Hollow. And the reason why is, again, because it is easier to cut and faster to cut. Let's take this off. All right, and so we are going to make sure this isn't grouped. Let's ungroup objects again. All right, and then we are going to grab this and we're going to bring it down. And I'm going to put a box around it. Whoops, that is not what I was trying to do. Box, okay. No, fam, that's not what I was trying to do. Again, you see, I'm learning, y'all. It's been so long since I started fooling with what's the name of this program? Corel. I was like, bruh, I need a refresher. So I've been kind of like winging it, unfortunately, instead of paying attention to classes or taking any classes or anything. Okay. It's a little bit off. Bloop. Still a little bit off, but it'll be all right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, let me zoom back out, and I'm going to grab this and I'm going to do Control D. And let's grab that and put that there. Grab this one, put this one here. Let's go a little bit further in. Actually, you know what? I was right. Because I don't want to waste flock. All right, so let's Control D. Bring this up. Control D again. Look at you. You're so smart. And Control D again. What's that? 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 smiley faces on here. And if it was 1 minute and 7 seconds the first time, then we're looking at roughly 10 minutes here because we've got 10 smiley faces. So we're going to, let me make sure none of this is grouped because I don't want to hear. Okay, so it doesn't say it's grouped. So I'm going to send this over to the cutting machine we're going to cut this, weed it out, put it on mats, and we're going to do a drawing and give all 10 of them away. What do you think about that? If you like that idea, throw some red hearts in the chat for me. And meanwhile, we're going to take this down from the stream. No, we're not. We're going to change it. I'm going to move the camera. So we're going to put that back up. And we are going to take this one over to the cutting table because you need to see what we're about to do with this flock. And then we'll bring that back up in a minute. All right, so let's swing this back over to the Graphtech after I lower it down. It's a lot of work when you only got a couple of cameras going. Let's put that. Did I do the wrong thing? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I did do the wrong thing. All right, so it is this one that needs to go down. And let's go back over to here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Y'all see Super Sheep in the background. Super Sheep, I haven't played with him in a minute. All right. And let's do this and show y'all that. Why am I still leaning? I'm wondering if it's the tripod. All right. Let's back this up. Let's this up just a little bit. Boom. That looks really good. So now over here at the cutting table, what we're going to do is we are going to get a piece of flock together to cut out all 10 of those smiley faces, right? And so remember, I set the matte color, the matte size, I set it to 24 inches. So minimum 24 inches piece of flock needs to go on this Graphtech. The only thing is, yes, ma'am, you have a good night, my love. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, no worries. So the only thing is I want to give the Graphtech a little bit more space beyond where the last of the smiley faces is going to cut. So let's roll this out just a little bit more. I'm going to put a fingernail mark right here at 24 inches. And then I'm going to move this up some to the 10-inch mark. And I'm going to add another 6 inches to this. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, of course, y'all know my math is trash, but 24 inches plus the 6 inches takes us to 30. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece of flock that is 30 inches long, 12 inches wide. Now, one of these days, I'm going to spring and get some wider flock. Don't know from where, but I saw some somewhere one time, so see if I can't find it. All right, so here is the flock, super long piece. Look, ooh, boom, right there, all the way to the end. So let's put it over here on to the Graphtech. So I'm gonna push the lever back to loosen up these rolly wheels so that I can slide this freely. Take it off. I'm gonna slide this on. I'm going to feed it from the front. You can feed it from the front or the back, which is super convenient. And I'm going to make sure that it is under the rollers. And I'm going to make sure that it is straight. Okay, because we don't want no crooked designs. I'm going to press the rollers down. See, I can't move it no more. And I'm going to press the number 3 so that it will check the sheet. It's going to spit out the whole thing to check the size. And then suck it all back in. And now she's ready to cut. Again, as I mentioned, my speed is only on 30 on this machine. Let me see. Let me show y'all that. So my speed is only on 30. Now let's go to where we at, condition 1. So my speed is at 30. I can probably, I know I can. You can go even higher than that. See, that's 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60. Oh, so 60 is the most I can do. Okay. So I was on 30. So I could even go faster if I wanted to. I'm not. Well, heck, let's go up to 40 and see how that does us. So we're going to hit enter to set that. And then I'm going to go back out to the main menu and it's ready. And now we're at a speed of 40. Now, I don't know if that's going to cut accurately, especially with it being SS6, but we finna try. And you know what? Graphy. This is Graphy. Let's see how fast Graphy can go. Let's see how fast Graphy can go. All right. So welcome to the family, Graphy. He has been named, even though I'm probably going to put the baby's booty on there anyways, but right up under the LCD, I'll probably put Graphy. All right, so let us bring right back up to the screen so that you can see the work again. Here is 10 of these rhinestone templates. And so let's go to launch. Let's go to cut up. There we go. Let's see how many of these. I'm going to hold down enter so you can see this is what I end up doing. Is holding down the enter key and letting it go through whatever it is it's trying to work out in its soul. Oh, see, that wasn't a whole bunch. So that's good. All right. So this says 12 by 12. That's not right. Why is it going? Oh, no. It hit the send button and it wasn't supposed to. Because I held down the enter key, y'all. I told myself up. All right. Well, we're going to have to, you know, it can't be right if I don't mess up on live. I just messed up. Holding down that enter key. So it looks like 2 of these are not going to do right because there's going to be a line cut through it. So we're only going to be able to give away 8. My bad. I messed up. I hope it keeps cutting because this says 12 by 12 and that wasn't the media size I meant for that to be. But at any rate, we're learning. Paisley. Anita, do you like it? And how fast will it cut flop? Thank you, Nene. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let me make sure. Romeo, Juliet seem user-friendly. Yes, I hear it is user-friendly. Maker, thinking about the Romeo, how hard it is to use. That was the question. Okay, because I don't have it. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to set the timer, y'all. Do I still have it? I don't even have a timer no more. Let's get the stopwatch because that was probably something like 20, 30 seconds. Let's go Google stopwatch. I should have set the timer. Hopefully somebody in here set the timer because I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking Flash and the baby's booty all together is a good marketing plan. Hilarious. Okay, she marry. I'm gonna hurt you. No, flashing the baby's booty. No, we're not going to do that because that's not how that's going to go down. So I do have this template that I cut out first. I forgot about it. So we do have 9 in case those 2 do cut with a line through it. Hopefully it won't though, because that's annoying that I forgot that I had to do that because of having to hit the enter button, you know. But therein lies a learning curve, and it's okay to have learning curves. So as you see, oh no, you don't see. OMG. What happened? My phone died. It just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Let's see if I can't add in. Is that gonna work? I don't think that's gonna work. Man, and it's sucking this thing is cutting and hacking and slicing, and it's just beautiful. You don't hear it, do you? I can go stand over the top of it and you wouldn't really hear it. Where's Patrice? I bet she ordered it already. No, Patrice has the StarCraft. The StarCraft is fast too. As a matter of fact, one of these days we're going to have to get Patrice with the StarCraft and me with the Graphtech, and we'll let the Graphtech go head to head with the StarCraft and see which one is faster. So, but the Graphtech is pretty darn swift. I absolutely love it. And I'm very pleased that Mr. McQuack has put his foot down and bought it for us because it's awesome. So we're at 2 minutes, 8 seconds. And I'm pretty sure we did a good 30 seconds to a minute before I was able to hit go on the stopwatch. So again, we're going to give these away. Matter of fact, let's go to the cutting table and I will start cutting out these template pieces. Patrice says she wide awake. She ready. She ready like Freddy. Okay, so here is the smiley face. And what I'll even do is, well, let me not say that. You might get an extra surprise with your smiley face template. I got to clear that with Mr. McQuackins first, y'all. Before y'all know I stay in the doghouse. And I don't want to get in the doghouse over sending out no templates and a surprise, okay? So you will get your template. Let's see, I had one piece is right here. You can barely see it with that. Let's see, I wonder if I would have been able to put that camera up. No, that might have would have worked. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what this other camera will look like. Let's see. Extra camera. Oh, that works. I can share this, even though my phone is dead. So let's stop sharing. We're at 3 minutes, 52 seconds, and you can see it cutting from that camera. Not the best angle, but at least you can see it. Yeah, Sheila, I'm forever getting in trouble, Chad. It's just, I can't win. Okay, so that's a little bit big. So let me get another cutting mat. And so your template will come on a cutting mat already. So all you'll have to do is just like with this one that I've had for a while, you just pull it out, brush your stuff, put it back, pull it out, brush your stuff, put it back. It's just that simple when you store your templates. All right. Now it's cutting the squares. And it's done. Wow. That was, geez Louise. I said 10 minutes. It's 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Look at this. Look at there. 4 minutes, 55 seconds. And remember I said maybe one more minute I was off. So that's 6 minutes as opposed to 10. Let me check and make sure how many cut though. Maybe it didn't cut all 10. I don't know. We get ready to see. But wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. I was not expecting it to be that fast. Maybe, let me see. What does it say? Media in, reload media. So maybe it didn't do all of them. I don't know. But hold on. Let's find out. Let's see what it did, y'all. Let's come over to the cutting table. Let me take this down so that you can see good. Alrighty. That's crazy. It didn't do all 10, I guess. I don't know. It looks like it did, though. I see smiley faces all the way down. So let's see. Let's move this because I was getting ready to put this on a mat anyways. All right, so I definitely see one here. So let's see where our cut line is, which is right here. And it didn't cut the whole square for some reason, probably because of the end of the media. So we're going to start to this one. And look at there. There's one. Here's two. Oh, see, it didn't cut that line. So maybe it did cut this one. Let's see. I'm going to have to learn my margins and all of that cool stuff. It did cut that one. So that's 3. Here's 4. So it cut over here, but it just didn't cut that line. Maybe because it's close to the roller. That's what somebody was mentioning earlier. I need to slide the roller over some more. All right, so let's grab this one. Whoops. Oh, it didn't cut all the way right there. Hold on. Let's see how many this thing cut. Do I see any more? Nope, I don't see any more. Let's see this one. So it cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, but not that back line. In what was that, 5 minutes? I didn't take it off the screen. So yeah, look, it didn't cut all of it. It stopped here. It thought it was out of oh, you know what? Y'all remember I put the wrong measurements in there. Yeah, see, it didn't cut the rest because it thought it was out of flock because it had the 12 by 12. So that's why that didn't cut completely, which is kind of frustrating because it means this is wasted. Not too big of a deal, but it's a big of a deal because I don't like to waste flock. But what we're going to do is, let's see, did the whole circle cut over there? No. So I'm going to have to make sure that I'm within these roller marks. See, this is why I like running tests and stuff like this, because now I know what I can and can't do, and I need to pay attention to my thing. I don't remember grouping that box though on the to cause that error. You remember I told you it's grouping that causes the error message on the thing. Sorry, I got flock dots stuck to me and that's annoying. All right, so let's go back to the drawing board. I'll butcher up that flock a little bit later, but for the time being, this one on the side didn't cut all the way out. That cut all the way out, and this cut all the way out. All right, so, oh, you can't see that one. This one cut all the way out. So it's 10:47. So what I'm going to do is run this again, but we're going to change the settings to the right settings. Because like I said, I'm learning. All right. And I have no qualms with showing you guys that I am learning and making some mistakes, making quite a few mistakes actually. But I'm used to it. That's how you learn. It's pretty much how I learned embroidery. Just through all of my mistakes that I made. There was a lot of things I was taught, but there were a lot of things I learned on my own. Alrighty, so what did I say? This is 10 and 24 plus 6. So I need to do this at the 16 mark to make it longer so that it won't think it's running out of flock. And we're going to do this again. Let's load this sucker back up. I'm going to add this back to the stream, because we still have a little bit of time left. Not much, but we got a little bit of time. Actually, you know what? Let me go home. Enter. Okay, I need to make sure this thing doesn't, you know what? Let me do this first, because I'm going to be upset if it cuts that new piece of flock, and that's not what it's supposed to do. So let's go here and let's do this. I'm going to do this. Just going to pull it back, check the size, push it all the way to the end, check that size. And then that's what I thought it was going to do. So I needed to stop, no, pause, and quit job. Buffer clear, yes, clear. Clearing buffer, please wait. Sweet. Okay, so now I can start all over because it started cutting again from the same thing, and that's not what I wanted. So that works. All right. And so this, one of the other things I want to do before I cut the other is I want to move this roller some over a little bit more so that it's still over the grip, but I get more space in this darn thing because it wasn't giving me a lot of space. So I need that to be like that. And then let's put this on now. And I'm going to Do this. Alrighty. And let's do that. Let's do sheet. And now what I'm going to do is adjust your rollers to the edges. That's what I did. Well, I did to the it. So I know it has to be, and you can't really see it with this camera, but there's a long blue strip over the top of that print head. And then there's another little blue strip right over the top of that other roller. That's as far over as I can go, where it's over the grip like it's supposed to be. According to their manual, I have to have it in that blue area unless I'm wrong, which I could be wrong. I could have read something wrong. So if that's not the case, then just let me know, please, and I'll definitely squish out my rollers a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do, I still have, where are y'all? Y'all are right here. Let's do this right here. Let's do this right here, right here. So I still have the job right here. It's loaded. And I went ahead and changed the size to 24-inch long. So if I scroll up to 24 inches, you'll see it cuts off right there. And actually my media is 36 inches long. So let's do that because I want to make sure. Yeah, because that's accurate. That's actually how long that piece of flock is. And I don't want it to get right here to the end and then say, oh no, you can't be cut. You know what I'm saying? So it cut this side perfectly. But it was this side that was too close to the roller. And so the roller wouldn't cut it. So move them over some more. I want to make sure that it can go over. Now I did move it some, but I was told that it had to be over the grip, that it couldn't be outside of the blue line. So if anyone with the Graphtech knows better, please let me know. But for the time being, what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit send because I can cut the outer edge over here if I need to. But those dots over the side, for me to give these away, I need to make sure that those dots cut. And so it should do so now. Alrighty, so yes, you do in the blue. Okay, so it's in the blue. All right, so let's hit send. It's cutting squares now. That's pretty cool. There we go. All right, so it is cutting the squares. It is cutting the circles now. So I'm going to come back over here and cut our mats to go on to the, to hold these templates. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. Let's pick these out. So whomever wins these, you will see my labor of love standing here picking out all these little dots that did not weed out. And that lets you know that I definitely love you very much. Alrighty. So let's get this going. My time on my clock shows 10:54. So what I'm going to do is just keep cutting this out. You guys can head on if you want to. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to let it keep cutting. I'm going to let the live stay up. So I'm still going to be cutting out the template till it's done. And then that way we can show you guys the grand finale. Let's go here. Alrighty. And you know what? You still just might get a surprise with your template. All right, and so because I have my own thing. Your daughter took the eye massager. Tell her enjoy it. Tell her to enjoy it. That baby knows the good life when she feels it. Because I'm trying to tell you, that thing is the bee's knees and then some. Oh, you know what? Dee Dee, honey, did you have the shirt that said it's the baby's booty? It's the baby's booty bling for me. Is that the shirt you're talking about? If so, I did see that shirt. I apologize. I did indeed see that shirt. If that was the shirt you're talking about, it was adorable, actually. Cutting mat. All right. So each one of these, it was, yes, honey, that was adorable. I did see it. I apologize. I tell you, it's the trying to remember everything and paying attention to everything is quite difficult. So another tip I want to point out to you guys, if you do these cutting mats and you cut them out for your templates to sit on, try and cut them as close to the edge of your template as possible. And the reason for that is because, especially if you tend to cut your put your templates on the shiny, super shiny side instead of the dull side, then your KTM mask or your transfer tape sticks to the mat, and it can make it difficult to peel your mask up without it popping. So try to be sure to sorry, I got that thing, it's hitting that because it was dropping. I don't have a table. I need one because they have a bracket that makes it into like a table on front of the Graphtech, and your stuff can stick out straight. And I don't have that, so I had to rig something up. So sorry for the knocking sound. But at any rate, when you go to peel your transfer tape up off of it, it'll pop as you're peeling it up off of the thing, and it can cause your stones to fly off. So try to not have your mat sticking out too much further than your template so that your transfer tape will have just this little itty bitty bit to stick to, and it won't pop as you're pulling it off and pop your stones off of the mat. Let's see, is this big enough? No, it is not. Is this big enough? Nope, still too big. So I'll find something else to put on that. I'll put it up there. Yeah, trial and error. Yeah, use both sides. I have used both sides. In this instance, since I'm only sending it, to a couple of people, I'm not gonna put it on both sides. Two on one side. Alrighty. So there's that. And again, I apologize for the popping in the background. So here's 2 templates to give away. Here's the 3rd to give away. Mr. McQuacken, see if he logged. He ain't logged. Nope, he ain't logged in yet. He might be listening though from his phone. If that's the case, I can hear him now. Giveaway. Yes, sir. I made a judgment call. All right. So let's do this. All righty. And so we got space for another. How wide was this? This was 5 inches, 5 inches. So let's cut another few. And you know what? I'm going to, while that thing is still cutting, after I cut this, I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway because I know I'm going to do it. So we can do that while it's still cutting and I can be ahead of the curve. So that's 15, so I need to take it to 20 now. So I thoroughly enjoyed seeing how quickly the Graphtech operates versus the other two machines, and also seeing how quickly the Cricut is in comparison to the Silhouette. That was very informative, and I think you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that as well, and if so, definitely throw a thumbs up in the chat for us so that we'll know just how much you enjoyed our little project tonight. So let me pull up StreamYard giveaway, and we are going to go ahead and bring it over here, and we're going to do a giveaway. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's my handle that I use on my rulers because a year and a month or so ago, I was not using a handle with my ruler and went to cut, and it did cut my finger, but I almost, if I had not paid attention, I would have cut half of the tip of my finger off. Had to get stitches. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a whole hot food mess. It really was. Really was. I'll never forget the OMG moment that I had in that few seconds. It was kind of terrifying. Okay, so let us pick a word. Let's do the word. Let's do the word smile. Smiley. 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 So if you do the word smiley, you can win one of these rhinestone templates. It is an SS6 template. An SS6 template. That's all this is. That's it. This is what you're going to get. If you want just this, that's all you're getting. No, nothing else. You might get a surprise in with it, but if you do, it won't be much. But this is definitely what you're getting. You will have to email me. Let me put my email address, please, for the love of everything that you hold dear and sacred. Please email me at this email address. Okay, please email me at this email address right here. Where is it at? Right here. That's the email address. Please use that because I have so many different ways folks reach out to me, and I don't always monitor everyone at all times. And so help me, y'all have emailed me at one, and I'll be like, ooh, I know I saw that email, and I'm looking at all my other contact information, and stuff gets lost. So when you email me at that email address right here, down here, put the word smiley in the subject line, and what that will let me know is that's what you want. Okay, so put smiley or I want a smiley or something about smiley. It'll make it easier for me to find your emails that you want. Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing this and emailing me to the right place and putting the word smiley in the subject line and with your name and address, because I don't know where you live. And y'all, it just finished. It just finished. I don't have the right time up here, but it is done. You see, it done stopped. So that's a good thing. So we'll pull these off and I'll let you see that after we pick the winners. Okay. So again, I know even if I have your email address, just in case something happens to me and one of my kids or my husband needs to mail you your smiley thing that you won, please put your name and address anyway. name and address. Smiley is the subject line, and we will get it out to you. Okay. All right. So let's do the first drawing and see who won the first smiley face template. It is an SS6 template. Okay. SS6. And the first one is Talisha. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you, Talisha. I appreciate it. She is the first winner of the first smiley face template. Okay. Oh, Lord. And after this drawing, it is restricted to the US, Canada, or the UK only after this one, because y'all, I can't, the what's the face is just too much. The what do you call them things? Taxes and stuff where you gotta send it, and you'll have to pay your duties. I'm not paying duties out of the country. I refuse. So hopefully you're in the country. All right. Well, not Talisha, because you already won, and I didn't say that ahead of time, but I'm saying it now. All right. So the next drawing, we're gonna go with the same smiley. If you are out of the country, please email me and let me know you're out of the country so that I can figure an alternative for you. Okay, because I'm not going to. Well, you know what? It shouldn't be that big of a deal to send out that template. But if that's the case, we'll go with that. Okay, so let's draw again and see the next person who wins the next smiley. And you have until Friday to send me your information. Latoya Williams, holler! Yes, honey. Yes. You have won a smiley face template. You cannot win twice either. That's the other thing. We want everybody to have one chance to win. So, Latoya, congratulations on winning a smiley template. You have until Friday to send me your name and email address. If I don't get it by then, you will not get a template, because if I get it Saturday, I'm not sending it. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. So many rules. Gosh. All right. Next drawing. That was 2. We got 8 more to go. Let's draw again. Smiley. Who's the next winner? We have Sherelle. Yay. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. That's a whole lot of days. Dimp says, I know, right? You have until Friday, Sherelle, to send me your name and your email address. I'm sorry, your name and your mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Okay, you got till Friday. If I don't get it by Friday, I hate it for you. You know, sorry. All right, so next drawing. So how many was that? That was 3. 7 more to go. Who's gonna help me keep count? 7 more to go. Draw again. So winner number 4. Winner number 4 is, got the bell ready, Rook Del Poy. Woo! Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations. Rook gonna get him a smiley face pressed to his little bed or something, or a little doggy t-shirt. That's gonna be awesome sauce. So winner number 4 is Rook Del Poy. Please email me your mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Thank you so very much. You have until Friday. Winner number 5 is up next. Hopefully you all are ready for the next winner. Number, what did I say? 5. Yvonne Hudson. Woo! Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much. The email address is on the screen, Yvonne. Please, honey bunny, send me an email to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with your name and your mailing address so that we can get your template out to you. And y'all, so help me, if that email ain't in thebabiesbooty.com, you ain't getting your stuff. I'm just letting you know. I love you so very much. I really do. But come on, fam. Work with me. Work with a heifer. Work with a heifer. Draw again. Our next winner is going to be, because my kids don't have access to any other email address. So if it's not in this one, they can't help me send it out. So I'm just saying, Gail Moore. Yes, honey. Yes. Holler. Holler. Yes, honey. Gail Moore, you are winner number 6, I believe. And you will get a smiley template. Please, again, email me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with your name, your mailing address, so that we can get you your smiley template with smiley in the subject line. All right, so winner number 7. Winner number 7 coming up is, we're only gonna have 3 more after this, so I hope you done put the word smiley in the chat if you want it. Baby Giant Services LLC. Woo! Holla! Yes, honey. Yes. Baby Giant Services LLC. Congratulations on winning your already cut out template. Please email me your name, mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com by Friday with smiley as the subject line. I appreciate it very much. Winner number 8. Let's go. Winner number 8 coming down the pipes right now from Graphtech Central. You are getting templates, y'all, cut out by the Graphtech. Yes, Debbie D. Holler, Debbie D. Yes, honey. Yes. You are a winner of a template cut out by the Graphtech. That's what's up. Please send me your name, email, name, and mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with smiley as your subject line. Let's go with winner number 9. We're going to draw again. Winner number 9. Woo! Holler! Yes, honey. Yes. And winner number 9 is Willow Allen. Woo! Holler! Yes, honey. Yes, that's what's up, darling. Willa Allen, thank you so very much for participating. Please email me your name and mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with smiley as the subject line. You have until Friday to claim your prize. And winner number 10, ain't we at 10 or did we do 9? I don't know. We're going to draw again. Holler! So the next winner is going to be, can't win twice, but you can win once. Dips Design! Woo! Holla! Yes, honey. Yes, that's what's up. Please send me your name, your mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with smiley as the subject line. You have until Friday to claim your giveaway prize. All right, so let's go back over to the cutting table, you guys, and see just how many of the designs cut out with the Graphtech, because you see I already got 3 over here on the table. So if we actually did cut 10, then that means we can give away 3 more, because I don't want all of these in my studio. I don't need all of these templates. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull it out. Alrighty, and come back over here to the cutting table. Graphy, you did a good job. Let's double check and see what all you were able to get done. There we go. We started down here. So let's count them. There's 1. There's 2. Let's see if it cut all the way over. It did. Holler! Moving the rollers helped. All right. There's 3. There's 4. Let's see. There's 5. Uh-oh. Didn't cut all the didn't pull all the dots, but that's all right. I love you. I'm gonna pull the dots out. There's 6. Ooh, that one did good. There's 7. All right. Let's put Prince's message back. There's 8. All right. There's 9. We did good, y'all. Look. And there's 10. Yay. Go, Graphy. Go, Graphy. Go, 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 Graphy. Go, Graphy. Go, Graphy. Go, 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 Graphy. All right. So we got 10 templates cut out. Look there. We did a good job. Graphy did a great job. So you know what that means? I have 10. So I got 3 more I can give away. All right. So I'm going to put these on the back side of this. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the extra dots off of this and put them on cutting mats later. Excuse me, because it is getting rather late. And I don't want to keep y'all on till midnight. I refuse to do so. All right, so we're going to do 3 more giveaways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yes, it is 9 and then 10. All right, I don't know what it is about the back side of the rhinestone flock disc paper, but it does good at holding on to the dots usually and peeling them off. So I'll deal with all of that later after you guys come off. But give a thumbs up to Graphy. Graphy did a great job. I am so excited, y'all. Absolutely love this. Y'all ahead of the game. Y'all like, oh, shoot, 10, 3 more. Let's go ahead and put Smiley up there. That is hilarious. All right, so let's share screen. Go back to our last winner, which was Dimps Designs. She did such a great job. I am so proud of her. And let's switch this and let's go to this. And I'm going to use the exact same word, Smiley. So please be sure to put that as your subject line. And let's draw again. So our next winner for the last 3, we need 3 winners, is JB Patterson. Woo! Holler, JB Patterson. That's what's up. Send us your name, mailing address to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. You have until Friday with Smiley as the subject line. Let's draw again. So our second winner for a Smiley template is going to be Debbie D. Uh-oh, Debbie D, you won already. You won already. So let's roll again. Roll again. Debbie D, you know that's good. You're a double winner in my eyes. I know that, but I know you don't want 2 of these. All right, so the next winner, fabulous, is 32. Woo! Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. You can put a smiley face on hubby's lunch bag and tell him that that was from me. So you can do a bling smiley. Fabulous is, and I'm excited for you. And our final winner of the smiley template is going to be our last one for the night, and then I'm gonna let you guys go home. Is, oh man, this is so anticlimactic. And then when you see the winner, you're like, yay! Oh, wait a minute, they already won. Dips, you're also a double time winner for me as well. So let's draw again. Draw again. No double winners. Let's see who we got here. Come on, fam. Diana Henderson. Woo! Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations, winners. I appreciate all of you all for joining us for our great cutter race tonight. It was a lot of fun. We do see that industrial does mean a higher speed, even again, as it does with the embroidery machine. This one embroiders 10 times faster, it feels like, but I know it's like 3 times faster than the other machine, the Brother 6-needle embroidery machine. The red line is much faster, much more efficient. Well, likewise with the cutting machine. And as you see, when time is of the essence, it is important to have some speed. And there's a lot of times I come on here and I'm cutting out templates and it takes forever up there. So now I'll be able to make sure that I can get my templates cut out during the show and not take up a whole bunch of time. So that's the other reason why I got it. I'm super excited for all of the reasons, honestly. And I am grateful to Mr. McQuackins for purchasing it for me. So, but at any rate, you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed going over this information with you. The links to the Graphtech, the link to the silhouette is in the description below. And in our store, the link for the Smiley, the link to that is in the description as well if you want to purchase it. And the buy-in will be starting next Sunday. Next Sunday. The buy-in starts next Sunday. So if you haven't noticed, we've made some changes to the website. We've got some other things coming down the pipes. So I will send you a newsletter when the buy-in information is up. It won't be open, but the new website will be available for you to go ahead and do your buy-in. We hope, anyways. If not, we're gonna go back to the old website and do it the old-fashioned way. But it will open on the 26th. If you purchased in the last buy-in, those stones haven't come in yet. Remember, it takes 30 days for our stones to arrive for us to package and get them out to you. And it ended on the 5th. So you're looking at the 5th of March is when we will definitely be having some packages rolling out the door. You should have them by then, actually, to be quite frank, as long as customs doesn't act like jerks. Okay. Let me rephrase. I shouldn't have said that because they're doing their job. I can't be mad at that. We might be smuggling drugs, even though we ain't. We might be. And so I understand that. So let me not say that. But they can hold packages, and they do. And when they do, it causes us great stress, but it'll be all right. So at any rate, we look forward to you guys joining us. And then, of course, what stones we do still have left on hand are available in the buy now. We've sold pretty much out of a lot of what we had in our buy now stock. So check out what we may have left, and you can purchase from that until the buy-in starts next week. So at any rate, we thoroughly enjoyed having you on our channel tonight. It was a lot of fun. I hope it was educational to give you an inside scoop on what the industrial cutter would look like if you had one, some of the ups and the downs to having it. And if you have any other questions, I will be featuring it more as I learn more and showing you some of the neat little things that I'm able to do with it as time progresses. So I look forward to sharing that with you guys as well. So until the next time we see you, beautiful, beautiful people. Dee Dee, there will not be any new colors, girl. I think 75 might be my limit because this is a lot. It's been a lot for all these colors. So I think 75 is going to be pretty much where we're going to stop. But we'll see. You never know. Never know. Me and Mr. McQuackins have been known to pull all kind of crazy stuff out of our sleeves. So at any rate, we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to come and hang with me tonight. I really appreciate it and am honored. And until the next time we see you all, we hope you have happy cutting. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.